Hello everybody and welcome back to Season 31 of the Pokemon Cup series. Today we're here at the Great American Race, the Daytona 500. This is it, folks. This is the race that you've all been waiting for, the kickoff of the Pokemon Cup series Season 31. Earlier, we saw the Pokemon Truck and Pokemon X series make their debuts in this track, and now the Pokemon Cup series will kick off its 31st season. The big main event is coming up here at Daytona. And on the pole today, we have the 15 of Anthony Lopez, and on the front row is the 4 of Eric Martinez. A lot of notable names on this list. We're not going to go through every one of them, but we are going to go through some notables. Chandler Caudill returns to the series in the 42. There's one of the rookies this season, Steve Morgan, in the 83. There's defending series champion Joseph Romanuk back in his 32. There's another rookie, Philip Parker, 37. And there's also, let's look at the entire field as we look back. Robert Smith, the rookie, in the number 3. Ethan Sales in the 24. Jared Lewis is back in his 22. And a lot of big names. Avi Sachs has come back after being a couple seasons off. He's back in the 6. Maxwell Smart, one of the rookies this season, in the 11. Another rookie, Diego Yepes, in the 77. A lot of drivers that are returning. Eli Bright is also coming back. Ying Canario in the number 21, one of the rookies. Johnny Gardner, he announced that this season will be his final season, so he's hoping to get one more championship in the Pokemon Cup series before he retires. There's Christian Parker, one of the rookies, in the 88, and Donovan Duthit in the 78, another rookie. In the field, another rookie, and the number 1 is also rookie, Chase Dunbar. And then there's Pichu coming out of retirement for one race only in the Pokemon Cup series in the 96. And the 2 rookies in the back, Patrick Smith and Rich Roy. And that wraps up the rookie field for this season, and a lot of other names that you probably know and recognize are back this season. Pace car comes rolling down to the track. We're going to have 22 laps here in Daytona, and this version is using the Daytona Rising version with the new grandstands in the front stretch at the start-finish line. So far, both races here have been pretty exciting. We'll see what we can expect here for the Pokemon Cup race. One car is on his way to pit road. Uh-oh. That's the 20. Yeah, 20, Philip Goldberg has to go down pit road before the start. But anyway, here we go. Green flag in the air. 31st season of the Pokemon Cup series is underway. Couple drivers making their moves already. Steve Morgan going to go for the race lead. And Morgan might lead the first lap here in the Pokemon Cup Series Season 31. And it looks like he will. Philip Parker, look at this, trying to go 3 wide. Igor Barreto as well. One driver just smacked the wall, but he's able to continue. And Philip Goldberg is off pit road, so he does get the problem fixed, but he's going to be way off the pace. Look at this, everyone's going pack racing here. Oh man, I'm surprised that we haven't still got a crash. It's only the second lap, but I'm surprised we haven't gotten the big one yet. That's Zach Fitzwater and the 41 of Ryan Casey trying to squeeze in for the race lead. Ryan Casey leads Oh, more drivers in the wall. They're getting really, really tight. A little slip and the big one could happen. Doesn't get any closer and tighter than this. You see your drivers scraping that wall. Oh man, more scraping, and they've crashed. Somebody crashed. Somebody crashed. Couple cars, but the most part so far, everybody's still intact. Who's gonna lead? It's gonna be Robert Smith. Oh man, they're getting tighter. Let's see if they can avoid wrecking under the yellow. Gotta wait for them to slow down, because things can get crazy under yellow. And it appears that looks like they're gonna... Oh, someone spun. The 6 car, Avi Sack. Oh no. Oh no, this was unrelated. Oh wow, the 6 got turned under yellow by the 48. Wow, I don't know if that was his intention. That was Alexander Rowe in the 48. He spun the 6, but I don't know if that wasn't his intention. We do know that the first caution of the race is out, and it was for a crash, but thankfully, though, we still have a lot of drivers left to compete for the win. Well, what went wrong? Let's see. We can pinpoint to here, Matthew Mdev in the number 2, and then there's James... Oh, shoot. But anyway, Matthew Mdev in the number 2 and James Richardson, the 34, tangle up, and they take out the 5 car. That is Jay Jefferson. It was really close. I heard scraping in the wall. These guys were like in the edge of the wall. I mean, it was real tight. But the drivers in the back just could not hang on. Yepes, Richardson, Jefferson have crashed. And the field is separated a little bit. Patrick Smith, I believe he got away with it, but he was separate from the pack. I guess he was one of the drivers that hit the wall early in the race. So now the question is, will anybody be coming to pit at this lap? I'm going to try to show pit stops now in races if there are any. So I'm going to try to show pits. So here we go. Pit stops underway. And the leaders come down to pit road, and one driver stays out to take the lead. That is Ryan Casey. A handful of cars stay out at this lap. We'll see how this strategy will work out. There you see drivers, the leader is coming to pit. Robert Smith comes to pit road and as the leader, and that's going to hand the lead over to Casey. Quick, oh wow, contact, wow. I just saw Ethan Sale make contact with the 22 of Jared Lewis while Lewis was coming out of pit road and Sale was going in. That's not good. Sale's out anyway, like nothing happened, but probably lost some precious time there, maybe even spots. Wow, real tight. There's Mdev, Jefferson, Richardson, the drivers with damage on pit road extensively for repairs. Casey down front in the 41 car, but will he come down at this time? Not yet. Huh. We could see like 2 or maybe even 3 pit stops here in Daytona. It is a big track. It's a fast track, so they're going to need all the tires and fuel they could get. Anyway, back to the green. And the 77 Yepes is out of the race. Already on lap number 8. Look at the start the 41 got. Casey just pulled away already. I'm sure that lead will not last. Barretto's coming down below for the second spot. What I like about this track is sometimes some of these drivers go below the yellow line. Oh no, there's another crash. It's Pichu spinning, and the caution's out again. Wow. Another crash. Another crash in the back brought out a caution. Wow. Let's look at what... Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's look. John Andrews got clipped by Philip Parker. I'm not sure what these guys were thinking. And then the 96 gets hit, along with the 42 and the 11. Parker with damage, Chandler Caudell got damaged, of course Pichu with damage, and Maxwell Smart with damage. Big damage. Jefferson already had damage from the wreck before, so this just does not help him at all. Wow. 2 cautions already, and I gotta say, it's pretty realistic. We have a handful, we had like 2 wrecks so far, a couple drivers on pit road. I'd say it's pretty exciting and realistic for a Daytona 500, and that's what we like to. That's what I always like to see. I always like to see some realism in each race, like in every race if possible, because they have some handful of pit stops, a handful of cautions, passes for the lead, all that good excitement. Casey's not going to pit at this time. Ying Tarnaro, who was second under caution, he does pit under the yellow flag. Casey's going to stay out. I wonder how long those tires and fuel will last on just one attempt. Wow. Well, Pichu, it was fun while it lasted for him. He'll be 39th and he's out of the race. That car is going to be run by Pole 1X drivers for their chance to run in the Cup Series. Get their moment of glory. And Sachs and Smart are out as well. MDev, Caudell, Parker out. Don Duhit is a lap down. When we get back to green, we will have 10 laps to go in Daytona. We've reached, well, a little bit over the halfway point. Ryan Casey has not pitted, so he's going to have to eventually come down pit road and take his tires and fuel like everybody else. But Casey's still enjoying the time he has as the race leader. We're back to green at Daytona. Whoa, 33 trying to take a gamble on that high line, and it looks like it's going to pay off a little bit because he gained a little ground on the 41 on the restart. Oh, now he's going to get bumped out for second. That is Philip Goldberg. What a comeback for the 20 car. We saw him starting the race off pit road, and now he's in the top 5. If he wins this race, this is going to be one of the best. That would be one of the best comeback stories ever. I mean, we saw Goldberg on pit road. He was almost going to be a lap down, and then the caution came, and he got lucky, and now he's running second, and now he's going to have to come down pit road. Casey as well, and the field does not hold up. Wow, it was too good to be true. Goldberg's comeback was just way too good to be true. Casey as well. Casey, he knew he couldn't last. He probably would have gone an extra 2 laps or somewhere down the line on just that one pit stop, so not going to last. If they're going to have to make a second stop later, I think Casey would have the best chance to win as long as the caution does not come out. So Casey is not out of it. And he's going to get out pit road, and he's not going to be lapped, so he's not out of it just yet. Now the leader comes down. Barretto comes down pit road, and so does the 38 of Smart. They're going to take their second, no, either first or second stops. I'm not sure if they pitted early. Acosta is now your leader in the 19, and how about Jonathan Fast in second? The same paint scheme Ricky Stenhouse Jr. used to win at the 2 super speedway tracks, so he's trying to get the luck on his side. Uh-oh, he's very slow. The row is extremely... The 19 is slow. Acosta might have been out of gas. Acosta might have been running... He's out of gas. Acosta's out of gas. Now he's going to have to come down. Close call there. If he had, like, gone in the way, he would have caused a crash. That would have changed everything. But Acosta just stretched out to the limits. He stretched the fuel and tires to its limits. And he has to come down pit road. Wow. So, yes, we now know exactly how long these tires and fuel would last on one stop, but we'll see if the others are going to take a second stop. Alexander Rowe takes the lead as the field is shuffling right now. Now it's starting to become clearer as to who would win this race. We'll see if Alexander Rowe is going to come down now, and he's not yet going to come down. I guess they might be good to go. We don't know if they're good to go to the end, though. We might see another pit stop with these leaders in the final laps. And here comes Angel Navarre for the race lead, and he's going to get there over the 48. We'll see if, well, Rowe has a teammate to help him out, Christian Parker, and Thoreau is off pit road. Oh, man, that was close. Wow. I thought the 19 of Acosta, I always say Dylan Thoreau because he always ran in that 19 car. My apologies. It was Ryan Acosta in that car. And Acosta, I mean, that was close. He could have hit somebody. He could have caused a crash. That was a close call. Parker leads with 5 to go. Drivers in the wall again are scraping. We get a caution. We'll have an overtime attempt if there is a need for it. It'll be 2 laps to decide who would win this race. Oh boy, overtime in Daytona 500 would be awesome. Everybody would be in uneven ground. Things would get really messy quickly. Oh man, imagine that. Fitzwater leading, and he's got it. 43 car, trying to win Daytona 500. 4 to go. They're approaching lap traffic up ahead. Those are the guys I pitted a while ago. Here comes Christian Parker. Can he lead? He will. Going to be down to a 2-car battle. At this point, Joshua Scully is now running 3rd. Oh, wow, trying to navigate through lap traffic. Fitzwater go down low. He's driving it real hard. Gonna have to take. He's trying to take the draft of the lapped car. Maybe to use him as a strategy. 3 to go. Oh man, Parker trying to avoid a 33. He's in the way. Now the 13 for the lead. Scully leading. Still 3 lap cars ahead of them. This is going to be a messy, messy finish. Who's got the better draft? 41 goes. 13's gonna get by 41. Can he get by the 38 though? Lap traffic again, not a factor. 2 laps to go in the Daytona 500, and the 13 goes bottom, and he's gonna try to clear all the lap traffic. Jonathan Fast right behind him in the draft. That bottom line is pretty much the best line to go for. Here comes Fast down low. Can he get there? He will. Jonathan Fast gets the draft. Lap cars are clear. Now it's going to come down to these drivers. White flag going to come out in the Daytona 500 with 1 to go. Here comes the one of Chase Dunbar. Could be all the room the 17 needs. How about that? Ricky Stenhouse Jr. won that paint scheme in 2 super speedway races. Fast could have the luck. It would be very fitting if Jonathan Fast won this race at that exact paint scheme. But here comes Josh Crash. It looks like 17 is all the room he needs. Down the final turn. Jonathan Fast has done it. Oh look, Garner's lap car, here we go, final corner, and now Jonathan Fast has done it. He has won the Daytona 500. So Jonathan Fast becomes your Season 31 Daytona 500 winner. What a lucky time to be a Daytona 500 winner. And that good luck paint scheme from Roush Fenway, Stenhouse used that to win his 2 super speedway races. Fast does the same thing here in the Great American Race. Had a little help from Johnny Gardner, nevertheless, a former champion, but he was lapped anyway. But Jonathan Fast still able to win the race and give him a little nudge in the process. Wow. Fun race to do. It was a really good race. So Daytona 500 in the books. The 31st running of the Daytona 500 is over, and Jonathan Fast is your winner. What a finish, and what a time to be a winner. And here are the rest of the results on the left of your screen. You can pause the video if you want to see where you finished. A handful of cars were tired, a handful were lapped, but still, it was a fun race here in the Daytona Rising's Daytona 500. Really fun to do. And we're going to do a lot more races as the season goes on. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this race, and our next weekend for all 3 series will be at Homestead, Miami. We continue the Florida journey with our second weekend at Homestead, Miami Speedway. All 3 series will run there. It'll be a lot of fun under the Sunshine State as we continue to kick off this season. And all 3 series will also, well, all 3 series have already kicked off their season, so we can't wait to see what's to come for those 3. Going to be a lot of fun to do. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this race. And Jonathan Fast, congratulations to him. He is officially a winner once again in the Pokemon Cup Series, and now he's a Daytona 500 winner. There he is in victory lane. Fast wins it in the 17 car, and we'll see you guys at Homestead for the next race.